Today I'm going to be talking about how you can install .NET 3.5 framework. Now this is a pretty old framework from Microsoft, but there are still a lot of applications and programs that were coded with C++ and still needs the old .NET 3.5 framework to be able to run smoothly and work properly in Windows 10 operating system. So today I'm going to show you how you can enable it from the control panel. Now I'm going to also explain issues that you might run into when you have the WSUS server activated to run for you and manage the Windows updates. First, I'm going to show you how you can enable it in case you're not using WSUS server for managing Windows updates. So all you need to do is to go and click Start and then type Control Panel and then click Open, and then just click on Programs in here. Then go and check Turn Windows Features on and off. And obviously, if your account is not administrator, you won't be able to do that. You would have to ask for admin access from your IT, or if you have an administrative account, then it should be okay for you. All you need to do is just to click on Turn Features on and off. As you can see, by default, .NET 4.8, which is a newer framework for .NET, is actually installed with Windows 10 by default. But if you want to enable .NET 3.5 and have it even including .NET 2.0 and 3.0, all you need to do is click on the box in here, highlight it to make it like black inside the box, and then just press OK. And we'll see that Microsoft will search for the update, trying to find it first, download it, and then it will give us the option to install it. We're just gonna give it like 20 seconds or so for it to come up, and then I will show you how you can proceed from there. .NET 3.5 is very important for applications designed previously to run on Windows, so you would need that. So here I would say let Windows download the update files for you. I'm gonna click on that. Here the download will start. Depending how quick your internet is, it might take like a minute or two for it to download, and then once it downloads, it will automatically install. And then once it's installed, it will be enabled. And if you have any application that requires .NET 3.5 or earlier than that, like 2.0 or 3.0, the application will run just fine in Windows 10. So we'll just give it a minute in here for it to finish. I'm gonna also talk about if you have WSUS server activated for you to manage your updates by your IT organization. Sometimes, because .NET 3.5 is pretty old, even when you try to do this step that I'm going to show you, I'm showing you right now, it doesn't work at all. And basically, it just gives you an error with some character saying that the Windows encounters some error and it couldn't download it. That's because WSUS has been managing and controlling your updates, and when Windows tries to download this update, it cannot find it in the WSUS repo repository for updates on that server that has WSUS running. So in that case, what you can do, you've got two options. First option is basically you can take the computer off the network domain to disable the WSUS server from controlling the updates. Then you can just go afterwards, after you just like join a work group, instead of a domain, you just basically go to control panel as I was showing you, and you can download .NET 3.5 and have it installed that way. Now, in case you don't want to take the computer off the domain, I've seen there are some applications that does deployment of packages remotely using ICMP protocol. For example, there's a program for asset management and also for deploy called PDQ. P as in Peter, D as in dog, and Q as in Quebec. So PDQ has two components, deploy and inventory. If you use the PDQ deploy, you should be able to deploy .NET 3.5 even though your computer is on the network controlled by the WSUS server for managing the updates. I was able to deploy .NET 3.5 even though my WSUS didn't have the update in the repository, but because I pushed the package from the PDQ deploy, I was able to install it even though the computer was on domain. So here are your two options: either take it off the domain and bring it to work group, and then once it gets installed, bring it back on, or you can just use any other deployment software to deploy the package using an ICMP protocol or whatever for it to be installed. Lastly, yeah, as you can see, the .NET 3.5 has been installed here and it already finished. I'm gonna click close, and if I go right now and check in the turn Windows features on and off, as you can see that it has the 3.5 been already installed. That's all for this video, guys. If you have any questions or concern, please put your question or concern in the comment section, and I will get back to you ASAP, trying to clarify whatever questions you might have in regards of the .NET 3.5. Until next video, have yourself a great day, and thank you for watching.